Thanks for coming out, guys. Today, I want to talk to you about the essentials of creativity, basically. In wedding photography, I think it's essential, no pun intended, to have vision and to see light and to see within your mind's eye. And I'm going to give you some hints today on how to do that, how to do it instinctively, okay? The essentials of creativity, first of all, anything having to do with my work, the single most important element for me is decisive moments. Capturing decisive moments is paramount. Every single year, every single month, every single shoot that I've done boils down to the ability to capture decisive moments, because that's what it's really all about. These next two little line items here, removing blinders of habit and eliminating preconceived notions, has everything to do with being creative. For example, how many of you are wedding photographers? Okay? How many of you work in the same damn locations week after week, or maybe 4 or 5 times a year? I mean, it happens, does it not? I'm at the Four Seasons constantly. This Sunday, I'm at the Rittenhouse Hotel. I work there probably 7, 8, 9 times a year. But the truth is, I try to forget about each and every single time that I've worked there. Why? Because if I go in thinking about the same locations, or if I go in thinking about the fact, oh, let's see, at 4:30 in that month, I know that the sun is going to hit the west corner of the square with no problem. I can make pictures there. Or by that statue, I know there's going to be some good pictures. Or inside here, if I have the bride and groom stand over here, what's happening is, if I do this, inside my head I'm building a formula. There's a template, there's a recipe. And I want to get rid of this recipe, this habitual image-making mentality. I want to erase that. The preconceived notions, that's a little something different. Quick story. I was going to Liberia, West Africa, back in 1989. I was 27. I was a snot-nosed photojournalist with the Philadelphia Inquirer. And I was being sort of interrogated, if you will, by our editor at the Philadelphia Inquirer magazine. His name's Tom Graylish. He's a real mentor of mine. He sat me down and he said, Cliff, what are you going to do out there? Talk to me about what's going to happen in Liberia. And I want to, he was looking for logistics. I'm sitting here and I thought he was talking about pictures. So I said, well, let's see. I'm doing a story on Operation Smile, an organization that does surgery on children and other people with birth defects and deformities. Great organization. It's grown quite a bit since '89. But yeah, Tom, I see pictures of this little girl with a cleft lip and cleft palate, and she's real sad, and then after the surgery, she's just, this bubbly kid and whatnot. And I see pictures in the village of her, and he's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? He's like, I'm asking you about logistics. You're thinking about pictures. You're thousands of miles away, and you're thinking about what pictures you're going to make. And I said, well, yeah. He's like, there's no way that you can think about pictures. You're not there. If you're thinking about these pictures now, or if you have an assignment this weekend, and you're thinking about what pictures you're going to make there, there's no way that you're going to keep your mind open to possibilities once you get there and see the situation and the environment that you're going to be in. So if you have these preconceived notions, if you say to yourself, wow, I've never shot at that venue before, I'm really looking forward to it. It's got that great fountain in front, and it's got this light and that light. But if you think about this picture now, that is the picture you're going to make. Maybe. But that's about it. You're not going to open up your mind to the other possibilities that are around you. So these are essential in the creative process, essential. And avoid the formula, avoid being formula-driven. Don't just do the same damn thing over and over at each wedding. Just because you know it works doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do each and every time. Otherwise, you're going to stay stale. It's happened to all of us. We're going to do the thing that works, the thing that we're comfortable with, but then step out of that box, step out of the comfort zone, okay? It's very, very important. And I scare a lot of moms because I'm a little impromptu, a little too impromptu for their taste sometimes. And, I'm having a consult with the mom and the bride, and they might say to me, so So tell me what's going to happen on the wedding day. Where are you going to take my daughter? And I'll sit there and I'll say, I have no idea. And I'll say, you've heard of the man with the plan? I'm the man with no plan. I got no plan, lady. And she gets a little uneasy, but I explain to her. If I sit there and I have this plan and I say I'm going to take you to City Hall and I'm going to take you to this place, I'm going to take you to this place, well, all I really do is I go hunting for light. I go on a light hunt, searching for that best light to put the couple in the best lighting situations, best compositional scenarios, and then capture them interacting in that situation instead of the picture in front of this, the picture in front of that. Otherwise, there's just snapshots. The creative process. Just let it come to you. And here's a couple other little details. And I discussed this with some people that have been shooting for a long time. I'm still searching for the photographic Holy Grail. And to get very personal with you, I'm never satisfied. There's days that I think to myself, my work sucks. And I think to myself, I'm never going to make, you too, right? I'm never going to make another picture again. And I really am searching for that. And here's my goal. If I can make 1 or 2 images in a given year, I think I've had a pretty good year. And somebody might say, well, 1 or 2 pictures in a year, this guy must suck. But the truth is, 1 or 2 pictures, if I'm striving for that, and I can make that happen, then the level of consistency in the other weddings, in the other days, is going to be pretty high. I'm pushing myself really hard to make that happen, those 1 or 2 pictures.